And the question is why? What really happened?
I think people just got fed up with Washington. Just that they couldn't get anything done.
To me, it was he didn't sugarcoat anything. He wasn't politically correct. He didn't care. And so that's something we need, because not everything's going to be fine in the U.S., and that's okay.
It's not going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be great again. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. It is a Table Talk Tuesday indeed. You're watching Liquid Lunch on NEWSMAX TV. I'm John TABACCO. We're at the Question Tequila Studios in downtown Manhattan. The Dow Jones continues to rage today. It's all green all the time, up 260 as we speak, holding that 27,000 support level, and it hangs around here. And any good news on the geopolitical front, this thing could be rocketing to the upside. The show rockets to the upside. We're talking about stocks and bull markets and all that stuff. We bring in our good friend Pat Dileo, who is the CEO of Quad M, and Quad M is a publicly traded company under the symbol MMMM, so you can't forget that. It's like 2 packs of M&Ms, right? MMMM. And Pat, you're CEO of Quad. You guys made this huge announcement today that's going to change the game in private health insurance for small businesses. Tell our audience the great things you're doing, and how hard it was for you to even get this message out there.
Well, I'm happy to do that, especially today with the announcement. We just made the announcement this morning, but I want to also thank you, and I want your audience to know that your show is deciding to do this at a time when this is one of the most important topics in the marketplace today, because healthcare is such a mess in this country. So here we are today on your show making this announcement. I want to thank you, and your audience should thank you, because this would otherwise not be heard.
So I appreciate that. It's very nice. I never struggle to have good, strong, hard-working Italians on the show, because there ain't enough of us on television, to be frank with you. We did have a chance to celebrate our Italian heritage yesterday on Columbus Day, which was a wonderful time for us to talk. And tell our audience, I asked you to come in a little earlier so we could get 2 segments out of this, because this, I know a lot about television, not as much as I should, but
that's for sure.
I know that we're not driven on this show by sponsors or lobbyists or advertising agencies. We're driven on this show by educating our audience, making them aware of things, and serving our audience, who are our customers, all the real news. And the real news is Pat's company made an announcement today that they're going to show 80% of the employers in America are small businesses. And I just got some new health insurance for my small business, and I'm paying a boatload of dough. And you have the solution to save everyone a boatload of money and get access to better health care. Tell them all about it, Patty.
Okay, well.
Or Pasquale. Can I call you Pasquale?
He gave me an Irish introduction, but that's okay. This is a journey that started almost 10 years ago. And my partners and I, we also found that 10 years ago we had a mess with healthcare insurance and benefits. And I had some pretty prestigious people around me. In those days, there was a company called Lehman Brothers. They were our private equity group. So we went from the high down to the valley over a 3-month period when the whole financial crisis. So we kept this going. But to understand what we've done, we took what is the law that came out in 2010, they call it Obamacare, and that law actually allowed somebody like us to go in and compete with the large insurance companies. And we have an acronym, and it's called BUCA, Blue Cross, United, Cigna, Anthem, and Aetna. So if you spell that out, it's BUCA. They have dominated the small group market for the past 40 years. And to show you how much they dominated, today, you're talking about the stock market, earnings came out. United Healthcare posted their 3rd quarter, $5 billion profit. Now tell me, how cheap can insurance be if United Healthcare posted a $5 billion profit for the 3rd quarter? So if you look at Obamacare in 2010, and you look at the insurance carriers that are the public carriers, you'll see all of their stocks have done extremely well. So tell me who made out during this last decade. So to answer your question, and I will answer it in an Italian way, the answer was that we took the law of ERISA, which has been around since 1974. We encapsulated around that law an understanding of how the states have kept competition away from the bucas by having just ridiculous regulations. And to show you just how bad it is, only one governor in the last 15 years ever took advantage of health savings accounts, which is the best law that was ever given to the American worker, passed by George Bush and a bipartisan Congress in 2003. And that was the state of Indiana, Governor Mitch Daniels.
Wow.
He did it in 2006.
All right, Pasquale, we're going to take a quick break. We're coming back at you. We don't usually even have guests on for 2 segments. Frankie likes to get them in and out quick. But this is so compelling, and this is something that you need to know about. If you have employees and you give them health insurance, you got to call Pat, and we're going to give you all you need to know to get a hold of him and start saving your company a boatload of money. We're going to take a quick break, come back at you with a Table Talk Tuesday like you've never seen right after this.